Hello YouTube, it's been a while. I think it's been like a year since my last update actually. So when I started the channel, we went through my infertility, my struggle to have a baby, and then we went through me getting pregnant and having a baby and all of that. And it has been a huge roller coaster ride since this channel has started. And you know, I tied my tubes because of my health issues and I could not have another child. Which is really hard on me still. I still struggle with it daily. There is a vlog and it just tells you guys about how much I struggle with it. And I still struggle with it daily. There are still times that I walk past and I'm like, oh God, I hear a baby cry and my heart breaks because I wanted to have 4 children. It was something that I wanted. And I know that to most it sounds crazy to want to have a large family, but I feel like it is where God was leading me. But it took me a very long time to come to the realization that just because I can't carry a child doesn't mean that God has quit leading me into that path. Sorry guys, I'm still in my workout clothes. I've been exhausted. And you'll hear the kids in the background. We'll get to that in a few. So, you know, so it doesn't mean that he's not leading me down that way anymore. So I've spent a very long time just praying and focusing and trying to find my way. I've had a very rough last year, to be honest. My marriage has crumbled. It was always a rocky foundation to begin with, but it's really there. It's pretty much over, to be honest. And I knew that, and there was a lot of things that I could say, but truthfully, until the divorce and everything was done, I probably should not actually talk about it. So, it's just been a really rough year. Ugh, they put the dog in a bedroom. Lily, let her out. Sorry, y'all. That's the home. Always at home. Okay, so let's backtrack. I've had a few videos up, but I really haven't done much talking about everything. So, and I can't remember if I actually even discussed it. So, we now homeschool. We have been homeschooling my oldest since September of 2013. You see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. Sorry. There's a puppy there. We've been homeschooling since September of 2013. He came home because the year before, we had a lot of bullying issues, actually, out here in our area. A ton of bullying issues, to be honest. So he came home because it was just time. It was just too much. We got to 3rd grade, and we realized that he was struggling more. He needed more one-on-one interaction, and we had known about that for a while, and we had been working with him at home. But it got to the point to where we were always at the kitchen table. I mean, he went to school, he came home, and he'd do homework for 3 or 4 hours. There was no time for anything else. We were doing the exact same pages over and over because the teacher just did not like the answers. She didn't like the answers, so she just got rid of it and made us do it over. It got to the point to where his father and I at the time it was a lot to handle, to be honest. Then one day, my son came home, and he told us, we had already been thinking about homeschooling. We have always thought about homeschooling, but we just weren't ready at the time. I mean, it was something that was on my heart, something that I wanted to do, but I just really wasn't ready. So one day he came home, and he got off the bus, and the first thing he did was come in and change his clothes. And I was like, what are you doing? And he was like, I had an accident. I said, what do you mean you had an accident? He said, at school. And I said, when? And he said, around little after lunch, around noon. And I said, you had an accident at school and no one called me? I didn't tell anyone. Why didn't you tell anyone? Because it's embarrassing. What happened? I asked to go to the bathroom and the teacher told me no. I said, what? He said, yes. And his father just got furious. And I was like, there's got to be something that we're missing here. So we talked about the options about homeschooling and all. And we knew that our son he wasn't happy. He was so sad all the time. He cried going to school. He dreaded getting on the bus. He had been, the year before in second grade, his teacher told me that I was sending him to school in ripped clothing. Okay? He came home without a sleeve once, y'all. Without a sleeve. And she told me I sent him like that. He came home with his shirt ripped down the collar, and she told me I sent him like that. I'm pretty sure I know how I send my son to school. I'm pretty sure I am the one who does the laundry. I am the one who puts out the clothes. I'm the one who dresses him. I know how my son goes to school. I'm in the room when he gets dressed usually because he just runs around. Okay? No, I did not send my son to school like that. No. So that was the issue in second grade. So in third grade, after all of the bullying, we were just fed up. So my husband, at the time, he goes up there and he's talking to the teacher. And she flat out tells him, yeah, I told him he couldn't go to the bathroom. He asked twice to go to the bathroom. She told him until he was done with his work, he couldn't go. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. When a 7-year-old asks you to go to the bathroom because they are jumping up and down in their seat, you do not tell them no. I don't care who you are. You do not tell a 7-year-old they cannot go to the bathroom. I'm sorry, you don't. You hear the growling? It's because I have 2 dogs actually, and they are on the ground wrestling. But yeah, you just don't. So he made the decision at that time to go ahead and pull him out, and he came home that day. And he was like, he's not going back. It's just not happening. And I was like, I fully agree. I fully agree. I believe that if you have the ability to tell a 7-year-old they can't go to the bathroom, then you obviously do not deserve to be a teacher. We tried to talk to the principal about it. She didn't really want to hear it, to be honest. And at that time, I already had one still in school because I liked the teacher. And we had made the decision to just go ahead and leave her in until first grade, and then we would bring her home to homeschool. Well, we pulled out at the very beginning of September. So he had been in school for only like 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks at this point. We get to the end of September, and we start getting sick. My daughter has a congenital heart defect. Sorry, you guys. I have a speech impediment at times, and it drives me bonkers. So, you know, she has CHD, and she, with it, follows kind of like a really weak immune system for her. I was the same way as a child. I was always sick as a child. Always. So, at the end of September, we really start noticing the fevers. She starts getting fevers every other day. So, we start not going to school. She starts getting the flu. She got the flu on her birthday. She's a Halloween baby, y'all. A Halloween baby. She didn't get to go trick-or-treating. She had the flu, like, badly. She had the stomach bug flu, and I mean, it was horrible. Then, she had it 2 more times from Halloween to Thanksgiving break. Then we are like, okay, well, obviously, this is an issue. So we start really thinking about it, and we're like, you know what? We think we're going to pull out after Christmas break. Let's let her go through her winter party. She really likes it still. She's okay with coming home. She wants to anyway. Let's just push out for this last month, you know, that way she can spend more time with her friends. We'll get to know a little bit more, stuff like that. So we know that we're moving her whenever school restarts. We know that. The teacher knows it's happening too. She knows that. She's okay with it. She's all for homeschooling. Well, winter break comes. She comes home, and she's got the flu. Not the stomach bug flu. I mean the flu. She gives the flu to all of us at this point. It's Christmas Eve. My husband at the time, he's in the hospital with our 1-year-old with the flu. I don't even think our kid was 1 at the time. No, he was like 6 months. He's in the hospital with him, with the flu. Just in the hospital with him. He came home and I'm sitting on top of a vent, screaming to the top of my lungs. My hair is wet. I'm screaming. My hair is on fire. I have a fever of 104. I looked him dead in the eye. I was like, she's not going back. I can't be sick anymore. We haven't actually been sick since then, to be honest. We just haven't, thankfully. It's been really good, to be honest, thankfully. So it's been really, really nice to not be sick all the time. She's done really well, too. My daughter has a speech impediment. So we're in the middle right now trying to get into speech classes, and then that is hard. She really wasn't in public school very long, to be honest. And I've got my dates wrong. I'm saying 2013, and the answer is 2014. I've got my dates wrong. It's been one of those. Oh, crap. Yeah, so 2014. I'm looking at the paper. I'm like, something doesn't add up. So we've been homeschooling since 2014. September of 2014, December of 2014. Sorry, my son's trying something. So we have done a lot of backtracking, to be honest. There's been a lot of backtracking, a lot of trying to figure out what needs to be done. My son really struggled with addition and subtraction and all, and it's just been really hard, to be honest. So we've done a lot of backtracking. My daughter, she does really well in math. I think a lot of it is because she really wasn't in the school system for so long, you know. She learned a lot more from me at home than she did in the school system before she even got to school. With my son, he does math 3 or 4 different ways every time he does math. I mean, we'll sit at the table to do math still, and, 20 questions on a page, it'll take an hour and a half. It's exhausting. So it's really one of those things that we've been really working on. And I know that, you'll hear homeschoolers say, oh, well, we don't really know what grade our kid is in. They're in between grades. And that's the truth, because, my 9-year-old at this point, he does math on a 3rd, 4th grade level, but he does English on a 4th, 5th grade level. He reads on a 6th grade level. So, I mean, we really are kind of everywhere. And it's crazy because let me tell you guys, he did not read on a 6th grade level last year. Oh, no. The 2014, sorry you guys, I'm still living in 2015, and look at it, it's February 2016. He could not read past a 3rd grade level in 3rd grade. He now reads at a 5th, 6th grade level, and he is a 4th grader. His reading it's incredible. He has hopes and dreams and goals, and he is the kind of kid who really loves to watch YouTube. I mean, he spends a lot of time watching Hobby Kids and watching about how claymations are done and watching director cuts and just soaking up the knowledge. He really, really does well there. And he spends a lot of time really reading and just things that we thought he would never enjoy. We have found that since we have come home, he really enjoys. So it's amazing. Noah is 2.5 now, and he is a firecracker. We're in the middle of potty training. He's doing really well with it, actually. If I pushed it, we would be potty trained probably in like a month and a half. But I don't really want to push it, considering he's my last for the time being. He soaks up everything. He knows his ABCs. He can count. He speaks full sentences. He'll ask you to help him. He's amazing. There are times that I'm looking down and I'm like, there is no way you're 2.5. I'm looking at like 4 or 5. He reminds me of that. My daughter, she struggles with reading because of her speech therapy. She's 7 now. I can't believe that. She is amazing in secondary. She has to wear glasses, actually, now. She's nearsighted, so she doesn't have to wear them very often, according to the doctor. So thankfully, even though she loses them like crazy, and wouldn't you know, Mom lost this pair because I don't remember where I said. So I'm hoping to get back into the motion of YouTube videos and the swing of things. I'm hoping to at least put out one every week. It's just been really difficult. So I think I'm going to start doing my haul videos. I think I'm going to do a meal plan video for you guys because I know that meal planning is a huge part of life. I'm thinking about adding in some homeschooling videos. Right now we're doing some unit studies on, let's see, we're doing a unit study this week on weather. There's going to be one for ocean, the solar system. We're doing one for ancient Egypt. We're going to work on our ancient Rome study sooner or later whenever I get there, but I kind of want to do Egypt first. We do a bunch of blackbooking, a bunch of just little things. So I think that I might take you guys along with us on that journey and maybe to some co-ops and our play groups and just kind of film our everyday life. So it's just trying to figure out where I really want this channel to go. I mean, I started this channel for my infertility, to share with you guys, to take you guys along with me. And I'd like to move you guys along to this next chapter of my life, to be honest, because it's going to be a big one. I have faith in that. I have faith that everything is going to be okay. And life is all about chapters. And here we are, a month into 2016, and it has been already a very busy year. And I'm excited to share that with you guys. I'm excited to take you guys where we're going. And I'll let you know. The puppy got in the curtain.